Okay, when we see nonconformists on the street or talk to them, we often hear the phrase, "I'm not like everyone else." And in fact, when you hear this phrase in any context, the first thing you imagine is some TikTok freaks. Having this association in your mind, an ordinary normie won't really want to stand out and express themselves, because in their logic, not like everyone else still means a nonconformist. But if you dive deeper into this topic, immerse yourself in nonconformist culture and their ideology, I assure you, you won't even come close to thinking that by expressing yourself, you will become a nonconformist. And what does this phrase mean? To be not like everyone else. For nonconformists, it means to be different from the grey mass, to look different, to listen something else, to think differently. And right away an image comes to mind. Morning, any city, rush hour. People without smiles and without the desire to live are going to a job they don't like. And it's not like they are happy with their choice. If you think about this for a second, you would also want to be different from everyone else. But that is superficial judgment. In reality, people are already unique. Yes, many may have similar jobs and life goals, but that doesn't make everyone the same and doesn't unite them under the slogan grey mass. And in this video, I want to talk about the uniqueness of each of us, taught the example of myself. And I hope that at the end, when you hear the expressions not like everyone else, you will associate it not with the freaks, but with yourself. I'm from the city of Vladikavkaz, which is located in the Caucasus. Seeing me on the street, you can't immediately tell me I'm from the Caucasus, but you have probably seen Russian memes connected with Caucasians.
Madina, привет!
Madina, привет!
Ты меня снимаешь?
Нет, нет.
Бокс это осетинский вид спорта. Наша худость. Не улыбайся. Фашев такая.
And if you judge the Caucasus only by such memes and stereotypes, then when you start to get to know me, you might actually freak out from the fact that everything is completely different from what you thought before. Okay, I gave an example of some dumb person getting to know me, but the point is that I'm a bridge between my culture is real, trustful side and the stereotypes that collapse in people's minds once they get to know me better. Of course, I often get dumb question and statement about the Caucasus, but even to those I respond with a smile, because I understand. All of this comes from this desire to know me a little better. And everything I have said above happened away from home. At home there were other problems connected with culture and my attitude toward it. I will say right away, I respect and honor my culture. But as part of new generation, there are some details I don't agree with. Because of this, we often start discussion at home. Not serious quarrels, but in those conversations I might hear Moscow change you. And I'm just trying to explain that I simply grew up and started looking at the world a little differently. One of the takes against me is that I don't know my native language well, and yes, I'm truly ashamed of that. I have been learning it for past 2 years, but when I was a kid, no one at home spoke Ossetian with me. And honestly, I admit I wouldn't have listened anyway, because I always sitting with headphones on, blasting the Notorious B.I.G. or Eminem. By the way, if people want to discuss new music, shows or trends with me, it's going to be a little difficult. I do try to follow them, but honestly I don't really want to. I enjoy replaying old games and watching the same series over and over, listening to the same genre of music and enjoying familiar sounds. Basically, I have my own comfort zone when it comes to interest, and it's very different from what are trendy right now. And no, it's not because it's hard for me to open up to new things or because I'm a friend of something. It's just that for now, what brings me dopamine is what I'm used to. Still, I try to follow trends at least a little, so that when I meet people I have something to talk about. So I'm not just standing there like a junkie waiting for dumb questions. I have my own taste in games and music, and I'm not planning to change it anytime soon. But I completely forgot to mention the most obvious thing: clothes. Because the image of freaks is the first and foremost built on them. Everyone has seen freaks and has a raw idea of how they dress. Well, take a look at me. In my clothes, back home among friends, I got teased and was called a nonconformist, but in Moscow I looked like an ordinary normie, and that's really strange. It amuses me that people try to form an opinion about someone just by looking at their appearance. Yes, now I'm talking about taste in clothes, but I put it at very end, because honestly I don't consider it important at all. And here another funny thing. Many nonconformists who so desperately want to stand out end up dressing almost the same. In the end, they gather into one big herd, and that's actually funny. So look, everything I told you, this is my story, my experience, my little quirks. But the essence is one. Not like everyone else. It's not about TikTok freaks. It's about staying yourself, even if someone calls you strange. Yes, I have my own taste in music, games, clothes. Yes, I don't always fit into trends, but that's exactly what makes me who I am. And the same goes for you. Every person is already unique, even if it seems like they are part of the grey mass. Someone just hide it, while others show it. So next time you hear the phrase not like everyone else, don't rush to image a nonconformist, image yourself.